Frankie were a phenomenon in the 1980s. I tend to like bands that upset Mike Reid, which Frankie Goes to Hollywood did with their first single, Relax. This was their second single, Two Tribes. And then their third single, Power of Love, did what their first two singles did, top the UK singles chart. So the first three singles all went to number one. And they were from the Welcome to the Pleasure Dome album. Two Tribes came out in 1984 when the Cold War was at its height. So it was ripe for, the time was right for an anti-war song. Although everything changed rather dramatically in the second half of the 80s, of course. Produced by Trevor Horn, written by Holly Johnson, Peter Gill and Mark O'Toole. Two Tribes won an Ivor Novello Award for Best Song, musically and lyrically, and it was number one for 9 weeks in a row, which was the longest run at number one of any single in the 1980s. And such was the popularity of Frankie that Relax came back up the charts, and that was number two, while Two Tribes was number one. And yeah, so it's almost like the days of the Beatles, which was appropriate for a Liverpool band, of course. The video of Two Tribes was also very notable, produced by former 10cc members Kevin Godley and Lol Cream. You had two actors playing US President Ronald Reagan and head of the USSR Antonin Chernenko, and they were slugging it out in this video, so it was sort of dark humour. The song itself was very energetic, sort of funky, and it goes into a sort of neoclassical vibe in the middle, so very unusual song. Trevor Horn was very important for the sound of Frankie, it has to be said. And it's surprising that the British public took to Frankie Goes to Hollywood so much because, the British are conservative, speaking as a Brit myself. And and the actor Patrick Allen, his rich tones can be heard on Two Tribes. He was famous for the Barrett Holmes TV ads, and also he voiced the acclaimed 1960s music documentary All My Lovin'. But I was going to say that Frankie's flame sort of flickered, but it did more than flicker. I mean, they were one of the most important bands, one of the most important British bands of all time, because they shook things up. And their marketing guys were superb as well, because as I said, they were a phenomenon at the time. Take care, my friends.